It's from one of the new faces that we met from Star Trek Picard season 3. It's entitled...
The footman from Downton Abbey.
Is that what he's from? I don't know. Ed Speleers talks Star Trek Picard post-credits scene and potential spin-off in new Star Trek Explorer. Right on cue.
See?
Mohammed, would you like to jump on this one?
I was right on cue. See, Melissa knows things.
Yes, she does.
The 8th issue of the relaunched Star Trek Explorer magazine arrives in the USA on Tuesday. It includes several exclusive interviews, including 2 regarding the final season of Star Trek Picard. In one, Ed Speleers talks about that post-credits scene, as well as the potential spin-off series, which showrunner Terry Matalas imagines as Star Trek Legacy. We have an exclusive preview of what Speleers had to say. One of the surprises of the Star Trek Picard series finale was a post-credits scene featuring newly minted Ensign Jack Crusher, played by Ed Speleers, on the USS Enterprise G, getting an unexpected visit from Q, John Delancey. In the upcoming issue, Speleers talked about that scene. Terry didn't specifically tell me that was happening. I was just sort of presented the script. He said, quote, I'm going to put some scenes in this episode that might potentially tee up the possibility of further existence for Jack. But he didn't specifically tell me. I just remember reading it and then finding out that John Delancey and Q and what that means to the Star Trek canon. I was obviously kind of chuffed that I would be working with him. I think the scene is quite interesting because it's not that long, but I feel the way Terry constructed how we wanted the scene to play out and the way John and I went about making it happen was we just tried to leave as much space for the scene to breathe between those lines. There was so much history there with Picard that if this was going to filter on and continue with Jack, then these two are going to be frenemies. We also shot the scene right at the end of the shoot, and Terry and I talked a lot about maybe doing more in the spinoff, so this scene had to land. I just hope it's the first of many scenes with John Delancey.
Whoa.
Awesome.
So there's a lot there. One is that Terry Matalas was just kind of telling people, hey, let's just shoot this scene. Hey, see what happens. You know, maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Blu-ray extra. Whatever. Maybe you just have to find an invisible dot.
Yeah.
Invisible dot.
Just make or break the spinoff, you know.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem like they really knew that there was a spinoff brewing until it was kind of hinted in whatever they were shooting. Then it's, you know, because we just watched it and we were like, obviously they're setting up a potential spinoff. But yeah, when they were probably reading the scripts initially or being told about it, they probably had no idea.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about?
No other series did that. No other series had a teaser to continue on. Yeah.
No, this season had a lot of firsts. There was that. There was also putting the main title sequence at the end rather than at the beginning. That's never been done before. What do you guys think about Jack Crusher and Q?
You know, always up for more Trek.
I thought they had like tons of chemistry.
Yes.
I really liked it.
Yeah, me too. And I like the idea that it's like not like that there's a timey-wimey thing going on there, right? Like I like that loopiness of it, you know? So that's an interesting element, definitely. And I mean, honestly, any John Delancey is good John Delancey, you know?
What do you think, Lisa?
I agree, and then I'm kind of on the fence.
Oh,
yeah, you're where I am too.
And that I love John Delancey and what he does and what he brings to the series Picard itself. And I thought he and Jack worked well off of each other in the scene that we saw them in together. However, I'm kind of wanting to see different kinds of stories that don't necessarily involve stuff that we've already seen before over and over and over again. So it would be great to see it maybe peppered in to the legacy show, but maybe not necessarily. But then although it could work as Q could work as a thread through an anthology series, so that could work. But yeah, I just hope that they explore new stories and instead of relying on some of the older stories.
That was exactly my hesitation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I Q works because we get like a little touch of Q here, but it's not. Yeah.
Well, and he would work in an anthology series because he is all powerful and he could take them anywhere in
out of time too. Yeah.
Out of time in the universe. Yeah. So that has
that's a brilliant idea
to work as well.
Yeah, I was thinking it could be something similar to when we met the Borg the first time. It was because Q snapped his fingers or whatever it was, right? So what if he does that and sets them off on a completely new mission a la Voyager, in a different part of the quadrant or in a completely different galaxy and says, all right, you're on your own. Or as you guys suggest, he's just flipping them through time, different parts of the universe, different galaxy, different time. Would we even, and maybe this definitely above my pay grade, I don't know about you, Mohammed, maybe you'll know this. Would we be able to know what year it is? Because the way we know what year it is through star charts, right? Is through measuring the stars. As in the future, they look and they can tell what year it is based on the stars. But if you don't know where you are in relation to those stars, like if you're standing here and you're seeing all these stars, you know what year it is. And then if they're all over here, then you know how much they've moved, so you know what year it is. But what if you're looking at it from way over here, where you're looking at different stars? You know what I mean? Like if you're not oriented and are aware in what direction you're facing or whatever, can you still measure?
Just in another galaxy where you can't see anything. Like,
would you even be able to? You wouldn't even know where you are or what year you're in, and that could be a ton of fun.
Yeah, it could be. And I like Anne Marie's suggestion in the live chat about seeing Q Jr. again. That could be fun.
Yeah,
I love that kid. I'm shipping him and Ed Speleers. We both had tons of analogies.
Nice.
Yeah, I was thinking similarly too, because you guys had your hesitation with Q, but what about Q Jr. and Picard Jr.?
Let's be different,
give it to the youngins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Anne Marie, you like Q Jr.?
Oh my God, he just popped off the stage. I love those episodes so much of Voyager. Or his one episode, Q, is it Q squared or something?
Yeah, I think that's right. Voyager, I think that's right.
Yeah, he was great.
And I just loved him with each of them so much. They were such cute they were like the cutest friends since Jake and Nog.
Yeah. It was nice how they got to be like friends by the end. That was cool.
Yeah, Q-Tip and Q-Ball and Itchy or whatever.
Yeah.
All each other. It was so cute.
So Just Rosie reminds everybody to please like this video. If you are listening in, please give us a 5-star rating, leave a nice review. Remember that we are now on audio podcasts. Wherever you get your podcast, whatever it might be, we are there. So please make sure you are subscribed or following Virtual Trek Con, wherever you find your podcast, and leave us a nice rating and a nice review. It really helps in our fledgling podcast. This podcast, online podcast, the account, we just opened it up like a week or 10 days ago. So let's keep that momentum going. We've had a lot of ratings, a lot of great reviews. We really appreciate it. It's moving very well. Please keep that momentum going. And if you're watching us right now, give us a like, make sure you're subscribed, and on with the show, Mohammed.
I was just laughing because you went this podcast, and I was thinking of the first ending.
I thought you read something funny. I'm like, I got to get I got to know what's funny. I was excited.
This podcast.
All right. Peter C. in the live chat says, with Q, the stories could wind up any Star Trek time era.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm. Lisa's idea is a great one.
Mm-hmm. Also, everybody, make sure that if you are listening to this as an audio podcast, you can watch us performing this one actually live on YouTube every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to see what we look like, if you want to see our giggles, if you want to be a part of the live chat, go to Virtual TrekCon on YouTube, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we are here recording this thing in front of everybody. We all have stage fright, by the way.
It's horrible.
All right. Was there more to this? A lot of cool pictures. That was basically it.
I need to start checking out Star Trek Explorer. It seems like this magazine has like everything.
Yeah.
Including like original stories by like people like Lisa Klink, who I'm obsessed with. Great interviews. So
yeah. They've got a Dave Blass article in this one. Dave Blass, who I am obsessed with. Yeah.
Word on the street is
sorry, Dave.
A small story about Nog in the next issue. And
amazing.
And sometimes like one Trek fan does like a collector's corner guest article. Like it just looks amazing. And then Larry Nemechek has a column in it. So I'm like, okay, I need to cave and subscribe to this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds actually amazing.
And then
is it in print only, or is it in print only, or is it also online?
Oh, that's a good question.
There must be. There's something about getting like a Star Trek magazine in the mail again after 30 years that
last thing I subscribed to was like Discovery Kids.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Or Zoo Books.
Are you actually getting the magazine, Jenny?
No, I'm not, but I'm now thinking about it because remember back when you used to get Star Trek Communicator and start because it used to be the official fan club magazine and then they switched it to Communicator. Oh.
I remember getting a couple of those magazines back in the day. I think I just bought them like in a store, and I was just like, wow, this is the coolest thing in the world, that this show that I love has an entire magazine to rifle through. And
did you put any posters in your
look at that.
Yes.
More fun to cover.
Yeah. Oh my God, posters?
Yeah, I think they had. Did they ever have like those fold out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up in your locker.
Yeah. Yeah. I had my entire one wall of my bedroom was all Star Trek.
And it's awesome.
I think mine was Marilyn Manson and sports stuff.
Nice, Ryan. Nice.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson defiling a Bible.
Not scary
and
at all.
Sports stuff.
Mine was Janet Jackson and Paula Abdul and 90210.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, amazing.